Welcome back to Farming Simulator 2015 with the Rude Man. And today I'm going to look at the Oklahoma map. It's on American Eagle modding. CJ Wilksey is the author. And I kind of like these kind of maps when they're made with a little bit of love. The description of this map says that the mod author has based the farm off his own family farm that he grew up in on Oklahoma. And although he does say that he's used some poetic poetic license on the rest of the map, the town and such, but there are a couple of things you might notice on this farm when you start looking at the fields. You'll notice that he made the soil red. And, you know, he says that there's a lot of red color in the soil because of the high iron content. So that's kind of nice that you would, you know, make it something that's realistic for the area you're living in. I'm going to start on this way up north at the train depot and kind of work my way around so I'm not kind of rambling all over the map. So let's jump up there. I think I left the truck up there. And yeah, we're way on the north end of the map. This is the train depot. The other thing you'll notice, the first thing I noticed when I got to the train depot, this is the train depot out of Idaho. I played Idaho like you wouldn't believe in 2013. It was one of my first maps that I did. It was my big map that I did in 2013 when I first started recording videos. So I noticed this. This is the train depot from that map, pretty much. And the mod author says that a lot of the map is based on maps that he enjoyed playing. One of them was Idaho. There were several of them. So what were the other ones? Let's see. Where did I see that? Yeah, the maps that he kind of based this on were Idaho, MAFM. I'm not quite sure what that one is. Not sure if I played that one or not. I did play Idaho, and it's kind of based off Paradise. Now, I did play Paradise in Idaho. I don't know what MAFM is for sure. I'll have to look that one up. Now, this map he has based mainly on wheat. Not much of anything, barley or anything like that. Now, there's quite a bit of things you can do on it, but let's take a look at that. But he said the mainstay is wheat. That's what he's based it on. But you have barley, canola, corn, you have all the regulars. He said the potatoes and sugar beets are kind of minimal. There is no forestry on this map, and that's fine with me. I don't do forestry. And there's no BGA. So it's strictly crops, and that's fine. No, well, there's animals, but as far as producing fruits, it's mainly just crops. There's no timber and no BGA. So, but if you notice here, you've got oats and rye, and he claims the oats mainly are for windrow, chaff. You got rye, you got sorghum, soybeans, sunflowers, clover, alfalfa. Pigs, young pigs, so you can raise pigs. Beef and young beef, fattened chickens and young fattened chickens. And you can raise and sell horses. And of course, silage. So there you go. Anyway, let's get out of this. And we'll take a run around the farm. So there's your potatoes. Bring your potatoes up here to the train depot. And let's just head south. Now, part of the train depot there, you can dump some of your grains. Over there, you've got a wool sell point that goes on the train. And let's run down the map. And we're going to end up going into the town right here. Notice the red kind of clay-looking soil. All right, here's a little bit of town here. We have a lot of these stores where I live on the West Coast. Napa Auto Parts. God, there's one in the little town I live in, and there's one in the town south of me and one in the town north of me. There's a mobile station. I think that looks like a fire hall there. I'm not quite sure what it is. And there's a Wells Fargo bank. And you've got a church over there. You've got behind there's a playground for the children. So that's just kind of the town right there. I don't see any town zombies, but that doesn't hurt my feelings any. There's an Applebee's restaurant. It's a chain restaurant, national chain restaurant. Oh, the other thing about this farm is there are certain things that you do require on it. The animation map trigger is one of them, so you can open the gates. And also required mods for full functionality are soil management, chop straw, and multi-fruit standard. I don't really care for the soil management. I've had some people say, how do you play without it? And very easily do I play without it. But I think this ammonia thing, I think, is part of that. I think this is part of the soil management thing. Otherwise, I don't know what this is. There's 2 triggers there. So, I don't know what that is. I'll have to play around with it. But there's a lot of stuff on here for the soil management. Now, here's the Farmers Co-op. There are 2 Farmers Co-ops that I'm aware of, unless I missed one. There's one here, and then there's another one way down in the southwest corner. That Thomas Elevator is also a co-op. So you can sell your grains there. Alrighty, let's head on. And who could not live without a McDonald's? There's a McDonald's there. Well, I could. I'll eat at McDonald's once in a while, but... Okay, this is like a strip mall, but it looks like you can sell your eggs here. So that's a grocery store there and just a little bit of a strip mall or motel. Maybe that's a motel there. A little diner or something there. A Dollar General. That's kind of a dollar store. They sell things for $1. Saddle makers and boots. All right, here's your place to purchase your equipment, just like every other map has. And here we have crop production services. This, I think, is pretty much mostly for the soil management mod, because you've got things that you can use for soil management. That's pretty much it. There's your fertilizers, liquid and solid, and that's pretty much what this is. So if you're big in soil management, soil mod, I never get that right. Soil management mod. It's a soil management mod. If you're big in that, there you go. Now, again, typical of an American map, the fields are huge. There are some small ones, but even the small ones, they look small on the map. When you get on them, they're not that small. So let's see, where are we going now? Let's see. Garden center. We kind of missed the garden center. Let me run back, because we started at the train depot. Let me run back here. We'll look at the pigs, the pig farm, the livestock farm, and then we'll run back up to the garden center real quick. I think I just drove by it. It's a typical garden center, just like any other map. There's nothing special there. You can sell manure there, though. Also, one of the mods that he suggests or recommends, there's Courseplay, Maxi Map Overlay, Real Daylight, Auto Combine Fast Forward, and Multi Mowing. I did install all of those mods. I've never used Multi Mowing that I know of. I use Fast Forward. I use Auto Combine. and I use Courseplay. I've not used Maxi Map Overlay or Real Daylight, so you might notice that it's a little bit brighter. The map is a little bit brighter because it's got a mod called Real Daylight. Okay, so this is the livestock farm. There's a service station that way. And this is, I'm not quite sure. I think this might be a hired hands house. Sooner Nation, Oklahoma University. I'm not sure because it seemed like the main farm house was up yonder. Now I've been through here, so I opened the gates. Those gates open and close. There's a barn for your equipment and such. And here, that barn is a mixing station. It's a feed master. So you dump your straw, grass, and silage in here, and it produces all of your feed for you. And I'd be interested in find out how much you can dump in there, because on the normal ones, you fill them up and that's it. That's all you get. It'd be nice if they made one where you could just dump as much you want in there and it'd make whatever you needed. Over across there is your grass, straw, silage, and forage, your normal dumping spots. And here is your pig farm. Are those Cheshire Whites? Those are huge pigs. They remind me of home. I grew my pigs that big too. I grew Cheshire Whites and Duroc pigs, the red ones. So there you go. You got your pig farm, and you got lots of bugs, sounds like. And is this more pigs? Yep, there's a pig spot there. And then let's see, what do we got over here? Sheep. You got your sheep. Those automatically open. Those on the other ends you have to get out and open. And it's always nice to have one of those pallet things right there so that you don't have to worry about picking up a pallet every time it gets full. So you can water and feed your sheep there. Got your chickens here, your fattening chickens. And I think you got your regular chickens, I'm not sure. And that was it. That was it. So let's see. We were going to run up to, what did I miss? Yeah, I missed the garden center. It's not that big a deal, but I'll run up there. It's pretty close. It's just right up here. The crops, when you start the field, are at different stages of growth. And if we go to our map, let's see, let's go to our growth map. All right, so it shows you that the crops are all at different levels of growth. I didn't go in because I'm just kind of showing off this map. I didn't go in and turn off crop withering, so there you go. Now, that map overlay, which I haven't played with yet, but the map overlay, when I looked at it, it's called Maxi Map Overlay by Decker. Evidently Decker's the person that made it. But you can change the colors and add descriptions or something. I didn't read that much about it, but it sounded like an interesting map. It does look a little bit different. But there you go. Alrighty, onward. Alright, you got another service station here. Can't get enough gas. Little diner. That's a little diner. I thought it was a service station. What do I know? Here's your garden center. Like I say, it's kind of a typical garden center, and there is a spot out here where you can dump your manure. Manure only. There you go. Alrighty. Now, let's see. We got that. We got everything to there. Let's go back to the pig farm, or animal farm, and we'll head to the main farm. You can drive around the map, but all you're going to see is great big fields. Just huge fields. They're all flat and big and square. And again, typical American map. So, makes you feel at home if you're American. Everything's big. Yeah, I'm really starting to like this real daylight mod. It's kind of nice. It makes things so bright. I mean, the sun, it really shows the shadows. Whoa! All right, where are we going? Okay, let's see. I think I can go straight and to the right. I added the, what the hell do they call it? The gear shift, the drive mod, and it's really kind of messed up my steering wheel. I didn't used to be this squirrely with the steering. It's really touchy now. It never was before. I'm going to have to go in and change the adjustments on it. Okay, so here we go. This is your main farm. Big old farmhouse up on the hill. Got your horses yonder. And over here, got your cattle. What's keeping them in? Huh. Now, one of the things that keeps them in, see these grates here? They put these around, and the cattle don't like to step in there because their feet get caught in it. So they'll avoid crossing those grates. But this is a pretty good size cattle farm here that you got. There's your baby sheep, veal. What do we got over here? Okay, there's your silage thing. It's kind of nice that your silage things are covered. That's kind of nice. I'm assuming that's silage bunkers. Lots of parking for equipment. There's your more cattle. And there's your fattening station. Manageable, not like Graceland where you've got like 15 different barns. Well, you only have 6 of each, but it's kind of hard to manage that many animals, believe it or not. I don't know if I'm going to record this map, but I think I want to play it for a while, just to see how it plays. All right, what do we got here? Stuff and nonsense. All right, here's your grass, your straw, chaff, mixed rations, all kind of stuff in here. I'm surprised they're not marked. They weren't marked on the outside, were they? Oh, it's got the meters. Okay, there you go. Straw, grass, silage, forage, chaff, and manure. I like it. I like it. That's what I meant when I said that I kind of like these farms where the mod authors put a little personal touch to it. And obviously, it means something to him if it's his family farm and that kind of thing. There's all your stuff for your soil management mod. Oh, and a car wash right there. Cool. Place to dump your grass. This must be for selling hay or storing it at any rate. I'm thinking you sell it there, although I don't really see the trigger. That doesn't mean it's not there. You might not have put the border around it is all. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Okay, there you go. Let's flip around here and see what else we got. You got a lot. You start off with a lot of equipment. Thank God, fields are big. So there's your corn headers, a couple of combines, good sized truck and trailer. Oh, it's one of them rhinos. I like that rhino trailer. And a little workstation here. I like these drive-through workstations. You put the big equipment in there. That way, if I put the the damage one on there. I wish the horses moved. Yeah, I like it when the horses move. Maybe the baby ones do. I'll have to go take a look. Let's look at the farmhouse. Man, this isn't an impoverished farm house. This guy's doing well. That's nice. Up on the hill, we can look down on everything. Gotta love it. I'm driving on his grass. All right, let's take a look at these horses again. I've not had a farm that I actually raised horses for sale. I mean, where do you sell horses unless you're selling them for glue or dog food? Let's go through here. Just look this barn over. Oh, is that the milking stations or something? Because they're very, very well-mannered cattle just to stand there. Huh. Good thing I don't have the damage mod on now. I'm smacking everything. Okay, so can you get through that gate? Is that gate open? Oh, let me out, let me out. Is that gate open? Are you going in there for some reason, maybe? I don't know, because I didn't try to drive through it. I'm curious now. Wow, there's no maneuvering out of this thing. Well, I guess you can't drive through it. You can drive through here because I think might be how you put your straw in, maybe? I don't know. I don't know. Well, we got triggers there, I think. Hard to say. So you might this is where you bring your straw and stuff in for your bedding. Okay, now let me see through here. I want to take a look at this because I've not had anything to do with horses before. Okay, so you feed them, they just stand there and do nothing. Cool, I guess. There's water. Oh, they make noises. Uh-oh, left that on. Oh, hello, horses. I wonder if they have collision on them. They're tougher than, oh, get out. All right, let's see. Now, I guess cattle eat, or horses eat potatoes too, huh? I didn't know that. All right, this is one of those gates you got to get out. Which I don't have a problem with because we didn't have electronic gates when I was a kid. You had to get out of the truck, open the gate, drive through, get out of the truck again, close it. That's what you had to do. I'm going to get hit by this thing, aren't I? Back up. All right, back in the truck. What do we have next? Okay, from here, let's go to the livestock auction, and then we'll run around. Now, way in the southwest area, that Thomas elevator, All that is an elevator that you can drop your grain at. It's a co-op. Nothing else there. There's nothing else there except for farmland all around it. So I'm not going to go down there. But we'll go to the livestock auction and then we'll end up at the farm shop. Did I go back into the farm? I did. Silly. Silly me. Now there should be another grate up here to keep these animals from getting onto the main road, I hope. And there is. Good. We use those a lot. Alright, let's head up to the road here and take a right. I think. Yeah, kind of, sort of. I could cross the fields, but I just don't feel like it. There are little farmhouses spread out around the map that are just there for looks. Like probably over there. Just so it's not completely barren. There's a stop sign there, but I don't see any sense in stopping. I haven't seen any traffic. I haven't seen any village zombies or automobiles, which doesn't hurt my feelings any. The village zombies I just like to make fun of. The cars are a nuisance. Ooh, sunflowers. I think if you start playing this map, the first thing you want to do is turn the withering off, because there is no way that you're going to get all of that harvested before it withers. Because everything is in some stage. Everything is in some stage of growth. And it's kind of nice that he put them in different stages, although, like I say, the smart thing to do would be to turn the withering off so you can get to everything. Alright, we need to go this way. Woo! Yeah, I tell you, I kind of like this real daylight mod. Might be something to pick up if you're interested. It sure makes everything look bright, especially if you're playing like a California map or some place that actually does have quite a bit of sunshine. When I was looking for the daylight, by the way, the daylight, the real daylight mod is also on the American Eagles modding website, if you're interested. Okay, that was the livestock auction right there. I missed it. It's a basset. We've seen those before on maps. Selling by auction. Wool. Okay, so you have wool you can sell here. You've got your pig sales. Let's just take a run around here. Okay, so you have lots of things you can sell. There's your wool you sell there. The pigs in the middle here. Right here is your pig sales. And wasn't there something around the side? Yeah, it looks like fertilizer and stuff. I don't know. There's sell points there, I think. So I'm not quite sure what those are. Are you buying fertilizer there, or are you selling fertilizer there? Normally when you're buying something, you don't see these triggers like this. So I'm wondering if you can't provide... No, wait a minute. I read something about that. Let me... Hang on a sec. Give me a sec. Okay, I am back. Now, there's a couple things. I didn't learn what we have here, per se. But there's some interesting things to note on the map. Right here, for one thing, we've seen this in Graceland, where you can purchase your young animals here. Right there is where you sell your horses and cattle and such. So you sell your horses and cattle. Over here you sell your pigs and your wool. I don't know what the other two things are, but here, listen to this. Cows, beef, horses are at the main farm, while pigs, chickens, sheep, and fattened chickens are at the livestock farm. Let's see. I'm just hitting the highlights here. The clover and alfalfa behave like grass, which you would expect, and only need to be planted once. It's because you just mow it, just like grass. Straw for cows can be dumped at the feeding trough in the middle of the pasture. So if you're giving straw to the cows, you dump it out in the pasture. The pig fattening barn does not accept straw. Manure storage bunker is located at the livestock farm by pigsty. So you have you can store your manure by the pigsty. The digital display on the side of the food storage at the main farm, which we saw, will show all stored food combined for all farms. Chaff only is stored at the main farm. Manure is stored at the livestock farm. So all the other grains and stuff will show up there, but the chaff and the manure are only stored in one location each. Okay. Okay, horses and fattened chickens can only be purchased via the HUD. So you have to purchase those the old-fashioned way, like this, your fattened chickens and your horses. But the other animals can be purchased there at that location right by the truck here. There is no BGA forestry missions or working trains on the map. Hay and straw can be sold at the main farm and Farm 3 by driving through the hay shed. That's what I thought. I saw those triggers there. Wool can be sold both at the far north of the map, at the train station, and the far south at the livestock auction, which we saw over there. Wool. Eggs can be sold at the supermarket in town. I saw that too. It was where I thought that was a motel. There's a grocery store there. Okay, now this is interesting. There are fermenting silos, and they can be found at each satellite farm, while the traditional silos are at the main farm. So we've got fermenting silos. That's interesting. And grain can be dumped at all farms except for the livestock farm. So there you go. All right. So there's the livestock sales. Let's head back over and hit the last part of this map that we're going to look at. And that's going to be this way. It's been a while since I've used those fermenting silos. There's been a couple maps that they've been on. I think the Idaho map had those, if I remember right. It's been so long since I played Idaho. I played Idaho. Oh man, I played Idaho. That's back when I think that was the only map I played was Idaho. Every day I'd put an episode out, every day, of nothing but Idaho. Alrighty, we should be getting close. Sunflowers. I think I might come on this map just for fun and just harvest everything. Okay, here we're coming to a mobile station, or a mobile station. All right, so we have places we can sell stuff. It's kind of a big loop here, starting right here. This is your farm shop, just like you'd see on most any other map, except for it does have the soil management stuff. And then let's just run through here. There's your silo there for selling stuff. I'm surprised there's no chicken sale here though. Because that's usually where you'd find the chicken sales, isn't it? At the farm shop. All right, now here's your milk thing. I think what I would do, because this I think is just for show, I think I would put the stop milk sale mod on here and then put a sale point for milk and haul it myself. A little bit more realistic, I think, than having some guy pick it up at midnight when you never see. Alrighty, let's pop in here. I have no idea what this is. Pamplenica? Plampmanica? I have no idea. It looks like either a karate place or a dance place, but there's well, it looks like you sell cattle here. What's it say on the map? It just says Pampliconica, but you must sell animals here. Or do you get animals here? Probably sell them. Oh, we'll have to find out. I'll have to play the map. If you were on it, if you really want to know, play the map. Okay, and then this is the last farm right here. There's two little fields there that you don't own. And there's your selling hay and straw, and a big old barn and fertilizer and such. And we've got potatoes and sugar beets there, and other silos here. And again, it looks like anything you dump on any farm shows up on the main farm board. So there's a little farmhouse over there, and I don't think there's anything else. I just don't, well, maybe, I just don't remember. A little farmhouse there, little barn there. These are the fermenting silos, and you got your grass, your straw, and your mixed rations and chaff, I believe, behind me. Silage, mixed ration, straw, and grass there, and your fermenting silos, which is cool. And I'm assuming this is where you get your product right out of there. I'm assuming. Alrighty, well, I'm going to call it an end here. We've pretty much seen everything we could see. It's an interesting map. I kind of like it. Just because this would be the kind of map that if you are big into harvesting and such, you could just sit and enjoy yourself all you want in this. So, hope you enjoyed it. Give it a like if you did. Share it if you have a friend. If you haven't subscribed, that'd be great if you did. And I'll see you on the next map. Happy farming.